to see you. Hello.
And I'm Candace Bailey. So happy to be back.
Good to have you back.
Thank you.
On this very special day, nonetheless. Not only is Candace back, but happy Scarlett Johansson Nude Pictures Day, everybody. I'll tell you, Jo is not much of a photographer, but she's one hell of a model, so we appreciate that.
Is she?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the pictures.
Especially when she's on her side, awkwardly hoping it's never going to be released. Hello.
What was she sending them
Still
to?
worked for me. Huh?
What was she sending them to? Do we know?
My heart. No, I think her account got hacked online or something like that nature. The FBI is investigating.
That's a bummer.
I did my own investigating.
I think that's just dumb.
What?
It's dumb. If you take naked pictures of yourself on your camera, it's going to get hacked.
I agree. I think the best way to get back at her would be to take your own set of nude photos, so you can just steal her thunder.
You are right, Kevin.
Yeah? You want to?
Let's do it.
Okay.
No! Don't do that.
Wait for a commercial, kids. We'll leak some photos. Hey, on the old program today, Katie Lotz will be here live to discuss the difficulties of policing the undead in Death Valley. And we're at the world premiere of X-Men First Class on Blu-ray. Because Jessica Chobot's Mutant Power is to crash premiere parties.
Woo!
It works.
Then Morgan Webb drops by for a game break. All about Resistance 3. The sci-fi first-person shooter series is back, and we'll find out if that's a good thing. And today's Gadget Pawn is the HTC Status phone.
Oh.
It's got a dedicated Facebook button.
What?
Because 2 buttons was so hard to push.
Yeah.
Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
I feel bad for there's no MySpace button.
No.
Aw. We never needed one. We're gonna go around the net.
Spoilers for the Entourage series finale, so if you haven't watched that yet, plug your ears for a few minutes.
Yeah. Have you done that? Great. Here are the final moments from last Sunday's episode with a few, might I add, major improvements.
Ladies?
Sarah McLachlan's I Will Remember You is really one of those ballads that makes anything more meaningful.
I
don't you
agree.
think?
I just hope they find whoever planted those bombs and give them the parade that they deserve. Thank you. Thank you, kind sir and or ma'am, for doing that. Do you watch Entourage?
I used to.
Yeah, what happened?
I lost interest.
Well, that was...
I mean, that's the reality of it.
Yeah, thanks for the
I
riveting
lost
peek
interest.
behind the curtain, Candace. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And at number 4 is a supercut of coffee commercials from the 1950s and 1960s, which also shows us what being married was like during that time period.
Ah, the happier, simpler times.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful anniversary, dear, and thank you for the flowers.
You're welcome, darling. But if you could do one thing for me,
What?
try to do something about your coffee.
I hoped it would be better today.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's your coffee again. The desk sergeant at the station makes better coffee than this.
How can such a pretty wife make such bad coffee? This coffee is criminal.
Honey, you killed the petunias.
Then you admit it. Your coffee really is murder.
Honey, your coffee just doesn't taste any good.
I've never made coffee a single day of my life.
Really?
No, I don't drink it.
But it's not about you, it's about the man. That's what you need to realize. By the way, you put a black and white filter on this show and you got a Folgers commercial from the 60s, am I right? I mean, you see the fear in her eyes, right? I actually recycle coffee makers several times a year because I don't want the bacteria to build up.
Doesn't that get
True.
expensive?
True. Yeah, but I'm worth it. Besides, I like variety.
You're not talking about coffee machines, are you?
What can I say? I'm a man with sophisticated tastes.
Oh, yes, yes.
I was talking about the coffee you put your penis in, is what I was doing.
I got that.
Good.
I got it.
Just making sure you know that.
Thank you.
And number 3 today, you guys, you need to forget about trolling message boards. Just forget it.
Because it will never be as fun as trolling seagulls.
Oh, look at them. They're silly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Birds are stupid. Am I right? Like they're just
Hey,
birds.
Kevin,
What?
look, special brownie.
Oh my God, brownie! No. I want to eat you so bad. What?
Yeah, this never gets old.
Come on.
Today's number 2 is an amateur musical performance that aired
Come
back
on.
in the 90s.
I'm not doing that.
Come on.
What? You want to?
That aired back in the 90s on public access in Nashville, Tennessee. Like all children's concerts, it's awful. That is a hideous face. Hideous, hideous.
Listen to a woman talk. Let me tell you. It's a callback. It wasn't. It's truth. Does this give us a reason to invade Mexico again?
Why? We already took all the good parts.
Good point, Candace Bailey. She said it, not me. Just remember that. Still ahead.
First time ever.
We have a high altitude adventure for you kids.
ATM is airborne. This control.
Where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? I can't even
I
do
will
it.
pour it on you. You can have soaring thousands of feet above the ground, rising and falling on thermals like a graceful eagle.
Where do we keep the glue around here? Is it secured? Is it locked up? Is
Nope.
it? Nope.
It's in my room.
Listen, if you're gonna go, I get it. Look, if you're gonna go hang gliding, just be sure you skip breakfast.
Like me yesterday.
Oh, were you also wearing a helmet?
I was. Always. No, but honestly, I do feel for that guy.
Well, you're sweet, so of course you do, but don't feel sorry for that guy, Candace. You gotta feel sorry for whoever was walking around on the ground below that guy. That's the guy you feel sorry for.
Yes, that's true. But why do I feel like we have footage of that?
Because we do.
Will you marry me? makes sense!
I don't know. My stomach still isn't like up to where it should be. That really grossed me
For
out.
your consideration, Daytime Television Emmys.
I'm not gonna bow to that one. One of the best superhero movies of the summer was the mutant-filled X-Men First Class.
Now the swinging 60s superheroes are out on DVD and hologram. Jessica Chobot will explain.
Yes.
My fellow mutants, the real enemy is out there.
I'm here at the exclusive X-Men First Class Blu-ray and DVD release party. They brought out the big guns for this one. I'm talking building-sized 3D holograms. I gotta go see this. Hey guys, I'm here with Joshua from Pearl Media. Joshua, tell me a little bit about what brought us out tonight.
Well, Pearl Media right now, we're executing a state-of-the-art 3D mapping projection on the Roosevelt Hotel. It's one of the largest 3D projections in the United States, and it's to release the new DVD and Blu-ray disc for the X-Men First Class movie for Fox.
So the 3D projection, tell me a little bit about that. What kind of software do you have?
It's a full detailed process, as you see in this wall, where we will actually take the measurements, every nook and cranny from the windows, and literally map that in 3D into our own proprietary high-definition 3D software.
Okay.
We then will reproject a 3D building on the building.
Okay.
And then the images back onto the 3D building. We have 16 projectors, each shining about 20,000 lumens of light. So if you do the math, you know, you're over 300,000 lumens of light on the building at any one time.
Can we get a little look at the equipment and what you guys...
Absolutely.
So what is this crazy contraption behind us?
So this is what we call the front of the house. And what's happening in the front of the house is AJ, our lead technician, is literally able to manipulate the creative, manipulate the 3D on the fly. And he's controlling when the show starts, when the show ends, when the audio keys in, if there's any adjustments that need to be done while the show is happening. He's basically the director while everything's happening.
So how long does it take to create something like this from the start to the finish?
Do something like this, we'd like to get anywhere between 8 and 12 weeks. In the media world, you don't get those type of luxuries because the release is set to come out tomorrow. We can't change that.
X-Men First Class now on Blu-ray and DVD. First thing I'm going to watch as soon as I take down this hologram thing and put it up in my house to freak out my neighbors. I don't think it's going to fit in my Civic. I mean, my Lamborghini.
Hey, wait. Did you guys know the PS3 isn't just a Blu-ray player? What? It also plays games. X plays Morgan Webb!
Mr. Sarcasm over here.
What are you talking about?
It has good games on it.
It does.
Yes.
I love Identity Theft Pro.
I know.
It's a cheap shot, but it's an honest shot,
I know,
right?
but I
It
totally
really is.
agree with you.
I'm honestly scared to hook my PS3 back up online. I really am. I know I shouldn't be at this point, but I am.
But I definitely am. It asked me to like put in a new password, and I was like, oh, thank God, I don't remember my old one.
Right, yeah. Someone else knows it though. You can probably torrent your old password and your bank info. But let's get to the games, shall we? Yes, we shall. Resistance 3 came out last week.
Yes.
This is the third in the series. Where does it take us?
It takes us, so basically humanity has kind of lost this war, and they're just trying to survive, and so it has a very post-apocalyptic setting. But then you, Joe Capelli, he was an I know, the names are dumb.
That's all right.
An ex-military man, and you kind of go out on this lone mission to do this Hail Mary mission to save the planet.
Right. Oh, we're doomed. Turns out, wait a minute, one guy could save it all.
This doctor guy happens to know this secret way to kill them all.
And doctors are always the most badass with guns. It's either doctors or physicists in first-person shooters.
He has glasses. That's how you know he's smart.
Got it. So what are we getting out of the single player, which is, I'm assuming, what we're looking at here?
I loved the single-player campaign. Yeah? Now, something that I've always loved about Insomniac games is they have a sense of whimsy. So while it does have this post-apocalyptic setting and this very sort of realistic, in quotes, world, you also have a lot of really interesting weapons, and you can switch between them on the weapon wheel at will, so then you can actually have some strategy, manage your ammo differently. You can upgrade certain weapons.
Right, you're certainly not just stuck wielding only two and bouncing back and forth as the map requires.
And being like, should I pick this up? I don't know. Am I going to need the shotgun? It's like you have everything.
Well, we'll get to the weapons in just a second. I want to point out, like, I played it for only a handful of hours and was thoroughly impressed with the epic grand scale of everything. Normally in these games, if there is a giant boss model or a boss right here, this would happen later on in the game. This happens within minutes, it seemed, of the first game, and they're constantly throwing epic grand enemies at you left and right.
And what I actually like about it is they don't necessarily force you to look at the enemies. The enemies are sort of huge in the background, and you'll get stepped on by this giant foot. And you're so busy running, then you look up and you can't believe that giant thing is on top of you, and you never even realized it. You're so focused on your own human-sized perspective.
Right. Now, of course, you mentioned the signature weapons. That's the best part of Resistance. Do you have...
Sorry.
No, you get giddy over firepower. I love it. It's okay. What are some of the weapons and then your personal favorites? Are there standouts?
Okay, so... I don't need those cards anymore. So one of the classic weapons is the auger. And so what's great about this weapon is it shoots through walls. And you can see through walls and shoot people through it. Before it sounds like too much of an advantage, they also have that gun, so they can also shoot you through walls.
Right, yeah, and they will shoot you through the walls.
Yeah, so you gotta kind of keep moving. The shotgun is a great weapon. You can see it there. And what actually happens is this is an upgraded shotgun, so it lights enemies on fire when you shoot them.
Oh, okay. Because blasting their face apart just wasn't enough.
No, and they just crispify. Oh, it's fantastic.
Crispify.
You have like it's a real word, whatever.
No, I like it.
And you have like a mutator gun, and you can basically spread disease bombs, and you have, like a freeze ray, and you freeze everybody.
And then and all the weapons, again, not only just the primary fire, there's secondary fire, and then they're all upgradable.
Exactly, and the upgrades are so satisfying. It's like getting an achievement, but on the PlayStation 3.
Do you I love that. Do you find yourself falling in love with only one weapon, or do you want to really use them all?
You want to use them all, and there are situations where some are going to work better than others. And also, like, there's maybe one weapon that's a little overpowered for a situation. And it's really fun to use that, and then eventually, of course, you run out of ammo, and then you have to get creative with it, which is a lot of fun.
All right, now what about the multiplayer side of things?
The multiplayer is very, very solid.
Solid, but it sounds like it might be, is it lacking inspiration? Or?
No, it's actually very good. It just, it takes so long to get good at these multiplayer games that people tend to cluster around Call of Duty
and Battlefield.
And Battlefield and that kind of thing. So, I think it's great, and I think people are going to really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. It has a lot of fun ideas in it. I think that it's not going to be the juggernaut, but it's definitely there. If you're itching to play, it'll give you a solid experience.
Did you write the review for XPlay?
I did.
Okay, so what did you give Resistance 3?
I gave it a 5 out of 5.
Oh, you love your Resistance.
And it's replayable, too. Like, the second I finished the game, I was like, again, because I needed to finish upgrading all my weapons.
Because you have a problem, Morgan.
Hey! That is mean.
It's an adorable problem.
That is mean. Punch him.
Gaming
Punch him.
What? Hey!
Yeah!
What is that?
She said I could.
Oh, that makes it all okay. She put her shoes on the wrong feet today. And that's not a joke. Not a joke, by the way. Truly.
It's true. No, it's true.
She really did. So I consider the source. But it is an adorable addiction that you have, and we love you for it, Miss Morgan Webb. That's what I was going to say. Thank you for coming by as always.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure. Resistance 3 is in stores now. That is XPlay's Morgan Webb. But now, over to Miss Lucky Righty, Candace Bailey. Right foot. Left foot.
Shut up, Kevin.
Deny it.
No, I did do it. Still ahead, Sarah Underwood has the Max Payne 3 trailer in the feed. Woo! And today's Gadgetron is a phone with a Facebook button for your poking. Later, Katie Latz will be here to lead us into Death Valley. Stick around.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by X-Men First Class. Bring home the first summer blockbuster of the year on Blu-ray and DVD today.
Ugly cat, we're too different. We're not so different. Different shape, different color. We're both balls. Sad news, the post office is going to default soon. Totally unrelated, why don't we take a look at some little notes you just sent us instantly and for free.
J. Tyler 82. I seriously love AOTS, but y'all went too far with the vomit skit. Almost lost my SpaghettiOs I was eating at the Agreed! I think we went way too far. I couldn't even watch it.
I just like that someone's got a mouthful of SpaghettiOs while they're watching our show. That's pretty awesome. We're just reading one tweet? Just one tweet! That is it! You win, Mr. SpaghettiOs! For that pearl of Twitter wisdom, we're giving you tickets to see the brand new movie Drive, starring Ryan Gosling as a Hollywood stunt driver by day and a getaway driver by night.
We're also throwing in a Drive gift pack full of all sorts of goodies, because we're awesome like that. Drive opens in theaters this Friday.
News happens.
So does Sarah Underwood.
Thanks, guys. Right now it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Wednesday, September 14th, and here are your top stories. To infinity and beyond! NASA just unveiled a new rocket that will take astronauts to the moon, Mars, and into deep space. This is awesome. The $35 billion program is primarily focused on the massive rocket that will be the most powerful ever built. It also allots funds for the completion of the Orion Deep Space Crew Capsule, which just started construction last week. They've already scheduled the first test launch for 2017 and plan to launch continuous missions through the 2020s and 2030s, which means we're still on schedule for Total Recall.
It's like a blues dance.
Every day.
Speaking of man's final frontier, rest easy, trekkers. J.J. Abrams has been confirmed as the director of Star Trek II. Yeah! Up until now, Abrams wouldn't say for sure whether or not he'd direct the follow-up of the 2009 reboot. Apparently, longtime collaborator Alex Kurtzman was finishing work on his directorial debut, and Abrams wanted to make sure Kurtzman was on board to get the story right. There's no official release date yet, but you can expect to see the entire cast return for Star Trek II sometime in 2013. Yes! And finally, Max Payne is back! And we have the first trailer for Rockstar's triumphant revival of the haggard ex-cop. Max now finds himself drinking away his sorrows in Brazil. Max Payne 3 is set for release in March of next year. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you just been fed. Big Snow! Now back to what's their faces.
I'm Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin, that's right. I forgot.
Sarah, I'm so sure you don't know my name.
I know. You just like doing it. Get here. She just likes it so much.
Yay! I just like it because Kevin gets jealous. What happens when CSI, Law & Order, SVU, and NCIS all have an orgy?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Okay.
So every great crime-fighting organization has an acronym. The CIA, the FBI, the ATF, the DEA, the list goes on and on and on. But the greatest of all time, the NTSF:SD:SUV::.
More than just a mouthful of meaningless letters, the National Terrorism Strike Force: San Diego: Sport Utility Vehicle: is striking fear into the hearts of terrorists, all thanks to its creator, Paul Scheer.
Sorry, honey. You know I always like to be on top.
NTSF:SD::SUV::.
We have more letters in our acronym than anyone else, so that's what we take pride in.
Apparently, San Diego is the worldwide epicenter of terrorism.
Over 8,000 terrorist attacks happen in San Diego every single day, but they are all foiled thanks to the NTSF:SD::SUV.
You have a crack team of specialists in every field, but they need a great leader, and that is where you come in.
Yes, I am the de facto field leader. My name is Trent Hauser in the show, and I'm like a Jack Bauer, had sex with like David Crusoe's character on CSI Miami, while Gil Grissom watched in the corner and Michael Bay taped it.
Stop this. What the hell?
Martin.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about your character. All about it.
Your
motivation.
Motivations.
Where did he come from? Where did he go to school?
What?
Tell me all that.
So many questions.
You can take one at a time.
Okay. No, maybe. Sometimes when I was 5, he touched me once. And then here we are today.
Awesome.
Love you.
You are disgusting looking.
I am. With these glasses are here to inform you that I play the ugly character.
But tell me about your character outside of the fact that she is just abysmal looking.
She's pathetic and desperate, and everyone hates her.
So what is the weirdest thing you've seen on this extra weird CSI?
Well, yesterday, while I was doing autopsies with my hand deep inside these cadavers, we were eating cheeseburgers at the same time.
Oh, okay. It's like a sick version of that stuff you can do in Japan with the ladies in the sushi.
Sort of.
Yeah. Far cheaper, though.
And less sexy.
Yeah, very, very much so. Because the corpse had glasses.
Yeah.
You never know where terror will strike next, but rest easy, San Diego. The NTSF:SD:SUV : has got your back.
Many thanks to BH for that DTS package for AOTS. : Yep.
Gadgetron's the only way to prevent buyer's remorse.
Need to post that cat picture in a hurry? Well, the HTC Status is the phone for you. Featuring a dedicated Facebook share button, it's also equipped with a 5-megapixel camera. Running Android's Gingerbread platform, the Status utilizes a Qualcomm 800 MHz processor and 512 megs of RAM. It also comes with a 2-gig micro SD card. You can take the HTC Status home today for $49.99 with an AT&T contract.
Here it is, the HTC Status, otherwise known as a Facebook phone.
Easy. You guys got to take it down a notch.
With a tiny touchscreen and a keyboard.
Tiny touchscreen.
I really like the design of it. What do you think?
Yeah? Well, if you like it, I love it. Done.
Look,
5 out of 5.
Look, it's curved and it fits to my face.
The screen is in fact
See?
curved, yes. It's a little like...
You can't really tell
2011
too
design.
much on
No,
that.
it is. The touchscreen is pretty small, though, and that's to make room for the ample-sized QWERTY keyboard there. But the problem is that it makes web browsing feel really, really cramped. You're going to be...
It's a little too small.
Yeah. So if you want to squint at Reddit, this is the perfect phone to use. It's got the slight curve again, so it feels good in your hands and feels pretty good against the face. Hugs the grundle nicely, I guess. It doesn't feel cheap. The buttons are all where you expect to find them, and if you expect to find a Facebook button on a phone these days, well, guess what? It's got that.
Yeah!
The keyboard did take some time to get used to. It's spread out, but if you have big thumbs, typing can feel a little on the cramped side. But again, and there it is. Look at that. Oh,
Yeah, what I was going to say, the big thing about this phone is the Facebook share button.
Like a little digital
You're
zit right there. You just gotta
freaking me
touch
out.
it.
Come
Yeah.
on.
No, but the
How's
button
the
likes it. You can tell it's glowing. How does it work? It works. I mean, it's pretty good. Here's the button, and it will actually light up whenever you have something on the screen that the phone thinks you should share. So if you're nude in Scarlett Johansson, it is glowing. You can bring up pictures, bring up any pictures that you want, or just take a picture. The button will actually light up blue, telling you it's time to impress your internet friends that you may have if you own this phone. It also lights up when you navigate to a website that has Facebook integration, so you can just press it and it will sort of like that site right away, which is kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of cool. A little social bookmark button. All right. When you hit the button, it will bring you right to a status update. So you can let people know how uninteresting your moments are, and it's extremely easy if you're a tween and Facebook is the most important thing to you, which it probably is. This is definitely the best Facebook integration you can get on a phone. So start annoying your parents right now.
Now, with a Facebook button on the phone, the pictures must look pretty good, right?
No.
No?
Yeah, I mean, you want them to, but the camera's kind of meh. It's just what you'd expect, unfortunately. The exposure is even. It sucked the life right out of Jonah. But colors look a little flat. The front-facing camera is VGA, so it's about as good as it can be. There's even a shortcut for the front-facing camera with a mirror icon, so you can see yourself squinting at yourself.
I like this part.
Yeah.
I really like this part because when I'm
You
not
look a little
eating-
different through the VGA camera, though, Candace.
Do I do. I do look a little manly.
Why do you like having a? I mean,
Because when I'm out to lunch or dinner or whatever, and I want to check to see if there's any food in my teeth, I just pull it out and I can look right there.
Oh,
and this isn't
that wouldn't
awkward
look weird
at all,
at all,
right?
no.
I'm like, you wouldn't even know I'm using it, right?
If only they had an app that could detect left and right feet, and then blink.
Shut up! Shut up! Okay, we're gonna get through this gadget problem, but I will explain later. This runs Android candy bar. Shut up! I'll explain. How is the OS?
The OS is really smooth. It's not the most demanding Android platform. It's got an 800 megahertz processor, so it handles it pretty well.
I hate you.
I know.
I hate you.
It's very customizable. It features your choice of teeny tiny widgets on the home screen, which is nice. We really like the ability to jump right into an app. Look at that.
Oh,
from the home screen. You just slide the little icon in a little circle. It's pretty sweet, right?
Okay, but how does it work as a phone?
Oh, that feature that no one uses anymore.
I use it.
Okay, well, dialing, here's the thing. It's a bit cumbersome because you have to use the QWERTY pad. It doubles as the number pad.
That's awkward.
See that right there? So you're stuck to that little area. Maybe you don't see it. It's fine. Reception was pretty good, though. It made calls where the iPhone wouldn't, which is pretty much anywhere you want to make a call. And the receiver sounded nice. The speaker was loud. So that was good. As a phone,
You really like the loudspeaker,
it works.
right?
I do, yes.
Okay.
I like to scream at people, and I like them screaming back at me.
Awesome. Now you can get the HTC Status for $49.99 with a contract. What are we giving it, Kevin?
3 out of 5.
That's good. I like
It is. If Facebook is the most important thing to you, then this phone is great. Again, the screen is small, so apps and web browsing, they look a little cramped. The big keyboard is nice, but overall, it's just a decent phone. There you have it. That's all for
$50.
Gadgetron. Do you like sexually suggestive wrestling? Do you like made-up months? Yeah. Do you like it when Oprah gives away stuff but wish there was less Oprah? Yeah. Well, loosen your belts for Epictober, mother effers!
Next month, Sarah Underwood and I will try to find the marble in the oatmeal.
That's a euphemism.
Plus, Bustus is back. You can get ready at g4tv.com/Epictober. What was that?
I was gonna clap for Bustus.
Stay tuned. Katie Lotz is here live.
Her TV show is Undead Creeps, just like ours, but hers aren't named Chris Gore. Stick around.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Drive, starring Ryan Gosling. In theaters Friday. There are no clean getaways.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
I want to go to the police academy where you learn to cuff zombie hookers.
Kirsten! Kirsten!
What the do you think you're doing?
I was just starting to get hot. Joining me now, Katie Lotz, everybody. And do we have Mrs. Lotz on the phone?
Mom, you there? Yeah. I wanted to call because I forgot to tell you to watch.
It's Attack of the Show. Is the other show you're on right now? Yeah.
Attack of the Show.
It's on G4.
On G4.
She probably has DirecTV, so this is a giant waste
Do you
of
have
time.
DirecTV?
No, I don't think so.
Well, fantastic.
Okay, well,
she has a real cable provider.
You gotta go watch G4 because I'm on it right now. Okay.
Okay.
And I love you.
I'm on it.
Okay, bye, Mama.
Okay, bye. Bye, Mama. Love you too. Bye.
Thanks.
I can't believe you called her from my phone because now I have your mom's number. And I got a bit of a track record with the moms.
Uh-oh.
So, speed dial.
She's
done.
a MILF.
Is she?
I don't know. That's.
But you do know. I mean, it's okay to admit you're old enough that you can admit. Yes, but is your mom milfy? I mean, she's watching right now. She can call back if she wants to defend her milfness.
Yeah.
But did you grow up having a mom that others thought was hot, or?
My mom was such a mom. She's a total mom. Like she's a mom.
Like minivan driving Capri Suns after the soccer game kind of mom?
Exactly.
Yeah, that is
the
so hot.
perfect mom.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Ooh, the peanut butter crackers. I didn't know that there was hot girl on zombie girl action in Death Valley. If the promos would have just told me that, season passed before even needed to see a frame.
Well, perfect.
Yeah.
We should let marketing know at MTV and see what they could do.
No, we're set. I think we showed it now, so we're good.
Okay.
How crazy is shooting Death Valley? I mean, you get to do random stunts and run around and actual firearm work and stuff?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we definitely got to shoot blanks sometimes and a lot of fighting and stunts and the cast is hilarious. I mean, everyone does like a lot of improv, so the whole time everyone's just playing around, and it's like a playground. We get in trouble, and we shoot until like 5 in the morning, so everyone's all giddy and crazy, so we just start losing our
Then
minds.
just swap out the blanks for real bullets and scare the neighbors. Shoot at the
producers.
planes! Yeah, why not? It's improv. You're actually skilled at martial arts, though.
Yeah, I had, I mean, I don't know how I got into it, but I used to be, I was a dancer and I braked, and there's a gym that I trained at, there was a lot of stunt people, and I would just go and they're like, oh, try this, and I just start trying all these different moves and flips and stuff like that. And
Did you get peer pressured into capoeira?
I guess so, you know?
Come here, you should try this spin kick. Is that dance fighting? Is that what that was? Or what do you call that?
That's called tricking.
Called tricking?
Tricking, and it's kind of, it takes a lot of the big flashy stuff from different martial arts and loops them together. You loop kicks and a lot of taekwondo, a little bit of wushu like stuff, but.
So none of the self-defense, but all the flair.
Exactly.
I love it.
You know, nothing actually practical, but it's very pleasing to the eye.
I think your mom's calling me.
Is it? Is
No,
it my mom?
I think she is. I'm sorry.
Should I answer it?
No. So now, I heard you rescued a squirrel. There's no real artful way to get into this question, so I'm just going to ask, did you rescue a squirrel?
I did rescue a squirrel, and I guess you probably found that off my Twitter. There was a baby squirrel, and it was on.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, they have a picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That was him. He's so cute. I miss him.
What happened to your squirrel?
Well, I found him. He was on the steps outside of my friend's apartment complex, and he had plastic around his neck. And it was just the saddest little thing. And he's like, it was only like this big. And so, of course, I Googled to find out exactly what I'm supposed to do. Because you don't want to touch it, because then if you get your human scent all over him, then the mom won't take it back. So you have to keep the baby warm, and you're supposed to put like if you heating pad or like a warm water in a water bottle, and you put it near it, and you put it in a box and touch it with gloves. So I cut off the plastic off its neck, and then I put him in the box, and I put him by the tree where I was thinking his mom was, and you leave him there for a few hours to see if the mom will come back, and unfortunately the mom didn't come back. And
oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Look, I see squirrel, I speed up. You're a far better human being than I am, because you went way out of you Googled how to save this thing.
It was a baby. So then I took the baby and you know, I put him in my shirt and I had him in my lap, and I called this woman who is a squirrel rehabilitator.
Squirrel whisperer?
Yeah, she's a squirrel whisperer, and I wanted to keep him because he was so cute. But first of all, I guess it's illegal to keep any kind of wildlife. Not that anyone's gonna like come after me, like, excuse me, ma'am, we know you're harboring a squirrel. Right. But it is illegal, and it's a lot more difficult than just giving it some like nuts and water. You gotta like rub its little butt to make it go to the bathroom and all this stuff. And
this is the luckiest squirrel in the history of squirrels. He's chilling on your lap in a shirt, and you're rubbing its butt, and then the squirrel whisperer takes it from you and throws it in the squirrel pile that she has in her place?
No, she rehabilitates it, and then they release it in your neighborhood.
Amazing.
So wherever you
so I
found
can speed up and end it. I got it.
Horrible.
No. I'm saying, don't. We'll talk later. We will talk later at your mom's place. Death Valley looks amazing. You're a hell of a human being, not just for dance fighting and for being in a German pop group, which we didn't have time to get to, but for saving wildlife. You're a humanitarian. Thank you for that. Katie, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
Hey, thanks for calling your mom. I'll be calling her later. Katie Lotz, everybody. Check out Death Valley Monday night on MTV, and stick around. My friend and co-host will try to explain why she wears her shoes on the wrong feet today. We'll see. She really, really did, by the way.
Yesterday on the show, we gave away a chance to see the Family Guy season premiere, along with 2 autographed limited edition Family Guy figures. And the winner is Joe L. of Dunellen, New Jersey. Congratulations, and keep watching Attack of the Show for more giveaways.
This just got real.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Prepare for a bleeping. Foul-mouthed comedian and author Jim Norton joins us live in studio. Then Chris Hardwick stops by to rate the slim and cheap new 13-inch Acer laptop on Gadget Prawn. And we head to the French Riviera to ask Ryan Gosling about his ultra-violent new heist movie, Drive. See it tomorrow.
Okay, so we got to get to this quick because we're running out of time. But pre-show at Attack, it's a busy time, right? We're rehearsing bits. We're trying to get all the elements together right before we go live. Important things like making sure that our shoes are on the right feet.
What'd you do?
I have my shoe on the wrong foot.
That's why they're so uncomfortable.
I think so.
Really? What just happened?
Okay. When they were laid out for me in my dressing room, they were like this, which looks the exact same as like this, because you can't tell which is the right foot until you put them on. But there were heat warmer things in them from like a long time ago, so I thought they were just uncomfortable because of the heat warmers. And then finally, as I was trying to take it out, I realized it was on the wrong foot.
Did that explanation change anything for anyone? Great, just making sure. Candace Bailey's back, everybody! Thanks to all of our guests. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to Shoes for being distinctively shaped and good. Oh my God, that looks